Hi, so these are some problems from Course 1, Chapter 2, Data Displays. And hopefully you enjoyed the series on CPM for parents and their kids. And here's some problems that go along with it. This is 2-27. I took my data and I chose to organize it from least to greatest. And then from there, I built my stem and leaf plot. On 237, I had to make a decision about what was the best way to graph the data, and it's a dot plot or a stem and leaf plot would be the two that you'd be looking at. But because there's not that many values, there's 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, since there's not that many, using a dot plot would be a good choice to use. On 249 here, it's this important thing to remember. Data falling on a tick mark goes into the next bin. So a tick mark's at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I didn't do my little ticks, but I could have. And if you look over here, there's your 3. And then 3 falls into the brown bin and not the green bin because it goes into the next bin or the next interval. So that's what's important there. And you can see that most families will have between 3 and 9 members in their family. So on this problem here, they asked you to take all that data and to create a dot plot. So I started trying to take the numbers and organize them. So I started using a stem and leaf plot. I got, I think, all the numbers down here. And it was looking pretty. Stem and leaf plot's not done because it has to be in order. But what I did recognize is that it's going to be a very messy dot plot. I mean, you're going to have 20 plus numbers going across the bottom. So a dot plot's not a good choice. I figured that out even before I did it. And I think that's what they were trying to teach you, is that a dot plot in this situation is not a good choice. So I took my information and then I organized it from least to greatest and got my stem and leaf plot made correctly. And then I had to create a histogram. I chose to, you have to choose what you want your intervals to be or your bins, and I chose to do it by tens. So I did it in years of tens. And then I was able to graph it. It's kind of nice if you do it by tens. You almost have your histogram made for you. See? They're about the same. And then here we finish up on 287. The way I organized my data is I used tally marks. And once again, there's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 choices. So I could have made a stem and leaf plot or a dot plot. And so I went with the dot plot was what they wanted us to do. Got that done. And then on 93 and 94, they go together. So you take the information in 93, use it in 94. In 93, they just wanted you to be able to read off the largest number, which is 69, and the smallest number, which is 42. On 94, they want you to get this part of the stem, part of this histogram done that's in blue. It's between ages 60 and 65. So I went up in the problem and I just wrote down the line from on my 60s. And I knew it was between 60 and 65, but I couldn't use 5 because 5's on the tick mark. It would go over to the next area. So you stop it there. You add that up and you will get 7. So you can see that 65 falls over into this next group. Okay, that's where that 3 comes from. And hopefully this was helpful to you.